Hi everybody, welcome back to Vintage Story Nomad, episode 16 with me, Sid, and we're at the top of this river here on the map. I have had a campaign cartographer. I haven't put all the layers in yet because I've got to go through all my waypoints, which I'll probably do it through the night while we're waiting, but we've added Ruins Complete, Ruins Search Traders, Law Locations basis, so we can filter just on what we've got and turn things on and off. So we turn waypoints on and off, for example. There's a point. It is getting dark, but my boat's down there just in the river. We're going to get this copper before we leave here, but I have I have put both of my tents down. And there's a reason for this, and that is I need to empty the inventory from this, or a lot of this, into that. And and obviously the other thing I need to do is I need to go and get some oak so we can set this running as tannin. I will probably bring it into this room and we'll leave this here while we're exploring the area. The other thing I am going to do this episode is I'm going to make sure that I am carrying this with me at all times. Because we cannot afford to be not prospecting now. I really do need to be out there trying to find some iron and all the good stuff that goes with it. So all of this stuff needs to be put away. I'll leave the bucket because that's actually something useful. All of this stuff needs to be put away. All of that stuff needs to be put away. Most of this stuff needs to be put away. Yeah, you see the problem. I also could do with getting some more chests or something in here. So if I've got more nails and strips, I will utilise them. If I don't, then I'm a little bit stuffed. But yeah, we'll have a look, see what we got. But right now I do need to put a load of stuff away, so things like that, ore bonds, that can go away. Probably, if I haven't, I'm surprised, but there you go, might have some of that. There's a bit of that going on. Some of that may go on, no, won't go on. But yeah, we'll find the various locations to keep all of this stuff. I think I actually did have a hammer in my inventory, so I can at least convert my copper and whatever that is, magnetite, into ore. Which means I should. No, of course you can't. Where's that magnetite go? Did it go in? I must have got it. Must have some more copper stashed somewhere though. Oh, gears. Hematite. We'll stick the copper in there for now. Yeah, so lots of sorting out to do overnight, and just getting myself kind of set up properly. Seeds I've got. And then we are going to go, we'll prospect in this area. We'll have a good prospect around here. We'll go and visit this, which I suspect may be a vanilla ruin. It doesn't feel. And they said there's a small ruin there as well, I believe. But we'll just have a good look around here, and then we'll probably move on. So yeah, let me sort myself out a bit. Alright, we have a temporal storm incoming, so we are going to be here for a little while longer. However, I want to do an experiment. I want to see if I seal these at the same time and put one in here. and put one in my pack that I'm going to carry with me. That's got 24 hours, that's got 24 hours, it's not a long wait. So we can experiment to see if the barrels actually age when they're packed up or not. See, this is an interesting quandary to me, because if food doesn't age, then you might as well just put food in a tent bag and it won't age, which is obviously an exploit, but it's a usable exploit. So I'm going to wait for the temporal storm. In the meantime, I think I will probably I'll just stay inside. I heard that. Where are you? Where are you, you clicky bugger? Mr. Clicky. He may be underground. It doesn't matter, we're going to sleep through the storm, because I'm not in the mood for doing a storm. And, well, I'll see you at the other end. See you in a bit. Alright, well, we skipped the storm. The only downside is it's now 5 o'clock again. So I think what we're going to do is we are going to, I put a couple of extra containers here. This has got 5 hours left. So we are going to pick up our base camp, our little camp here. So I'll have a look at my why am I not seeing any things now? Okay, let's just put a temporary home marker there, just so I know that I've got one. And we're going to leave that and we're going to head up. We'll camp for the night. I did make myself a little bit of spelt bread. I burnt it. That was not charred by design. I'm going to use this outcropping of rock if I can, actually. This river, whoa, that's deep. Can I reach you with my pro pick? I can reach that one. Need 2 more samples. Okay, give me. Give me another sample. Nothing really. Okay, that's fine. Right, we'll continue moving and we'll get further up towards this ruin before we camp for the night, and we can then do this experiment. I'm going to have these sunflowers because sunflower seeds and sunflower grain is pretty good. So, well, sunflower grain especially. Up. And I'll probably do another sounding maybe on this rock over here. Looks as good as any, doesn't it? Don't want them too close together, but I don't want them too far apart, because sometimes I think we just get a little bit obsessed with the that thing. And I'm sure, like everybody here, I've dug straight down on occasions and just hit the disc of an iron deposit completely by accident. High cassiterite. So it's not bad, but it's not iron. I think I saw some more sunflowers over here. And then I think we're going to have to stop for the night, because this is... don't like pottering around in the dark too much. I feel a lot better combat wise now than I did you know, a couple of episodes ago. Let's put down our campsite. While at it, we can put the seeds and that away. We're going to eat that because that is going to start going off before long. That's sealed for 18 hours. I'm not going to get to do this experiment properly, are we? I think I'm going to have to do this when I'm static. Where am I in relation to that anyway? I'm not too far away. That looks like clay there. Anything else revealing itself? Reveal your mysteries to me, oh map. Don't like that forest. That forest looks like death. Anyway, yeah, so we'll just wait here past the night and we'll get up to that ruin in the morning. See you in a minute. You know, this game is pretty. I know it's still blocky and Minecrafty, but with the built-in shaders, and judging by some of the posts from the Vintage Story server, dev vlogs, we'll be able to make these clouds look a lot more realistic in the future as well. But just look at that sunrise. Just in case I don't find anything else worthy of a picture for a thumbnail. Sometimes it's that saying, isn't it? Appreciate the little things. Anyway, the hides are finished, so they're done. I'm going to go in. Now I've got better armour, I do feel slightly more confident in my ability. Well, I'm fairly confident in my ability to deal with these rock beasts anyway. Hello? Just because. Am I bothered about what it has? Not really. I've got lots of rocks. I'm not even sure what we use that for. Rock reinforced gambles. Sounds gross. Oh, rotten hot. I mean, yeah, there's not a huge amount we can use it for, so maybe we'll not use it going forward, but for now, there we go. Let's pick up my tent and let's keep on going. Just keep eating my food, which is going off steadily, and be ready. I've heard wolves, so yeah, that's how brave am I feeling with my newly found thing? Those are rock walkers, aren't they? I think. Oh, I don't mind those. They're not too bad, but they come at you fast, so we don't want to. Hello. See, they're not particularly tough. There was 3, we do. And there was 1 more. But these are all going into my combat skill. I don't know whether these have anything other than just rock drops, so we'll loot them anyway. But anything that ups my combat skill in X skills is going to be beneficial, in my opinion. Yeah, it was blue clay, look. So I've got 2 skulls, bones, some grubs and some rock. Wonderful. You don't really get anything much from these guys, do you? Right, let's go mark this clay. I don't think I'm ever gonna. There we go, it's marked. I love just being able to click on things and it gets marked. Right, let us continue because we're at the ruins. Should I take the opportunity while we've got a hole in the ground? If I can reach any stone block. I mean, there's one there. Nope, not. Gonna have to go down, aren't I, if I'm going to do that then? Didn't really want to. Nope, nope. Oh God. Is that too close? Yeah. Oh, come on. Alright. Let's have a think about this. Where is he? I can always come down at the other side, can't I, and do my samples this way. Don't have to worry about Mr. Shooty McShooty over there. We'll just do this. Making life so difficult for myself, I know. Decent cassiterite. Okay. Again. It's no bloody iron, is it? Right. Let's grab these onions. You can never have too much food. Well, you can have too much food. You can have so much food that you've got no space left in your inventory. That's always a problem. Not seeing anything down that way. Let's go round. Let's have a look. This definitely looks very vanilla-y. It's big, but it's vanilla-y. This really doesn't have the feel of something the Better Ruins team have done. Or if it is, it's old. Let's have a look. Farming vessel. Hunt around, see what we can find. That would be forage, a bit of survival skill there. Sometimes they have them high up as well. Just keep hunting for the loots. Do we think? Oh, I think there might be something underneath here. Or not. It's hard to tell, isn't it? Oh, sneaky, sneaky. Right. Not a bit. Not particularly large, but this could actually therefore be a Better Ruins. Maybe I have wronged our colleagues over there. Rusty eye, that's chiselled. Yeah, that's Better Ruins. That's a chiselled grave, look. Green rotten book, human skull, got plenty of them. An elk medallion, some stuff, and a lackey hat. More storage is probably more valuable to me. Sneaky rations. The mighty Jingles is fond of saying, "You sneaky Russian." I mean, they're not Russians, obviously. But, yeah. So there was something underneath this one. I mean, again, this is not a massive ruin. But there are lots of hints at things going on underneath this. Which makes me suspect that there's going to be maybe some stuff buried underneath, maybe not, who knows. Well, I'm going to keep looking. I'm not really seeing anything in this one, but there's always a possibility of finding something. See, there's a bit more. Not really seeing it down this one though, but we'll keep looking around and just hunting for the good stuff. We'll have the bony soil. One day I'll even get around to sifting it. And yeah, I don't have high hopes for this, but if we find a little bit more loot, then everything will be fine, won't it? We'll be good. We'll be Gucci. So yeah, back in a minute. Alright, I think we've more or less looted this place out, with the exception of one structure which I've not gone into. I could see there was definitely stuff in here. This is some kind of little gravesite. Not sure whether there's anything. It does look possibly like there's more down. And a forage vessel, which what do we get rid of? Let's lose that. Let's lose the header. So is there? That is. We'll have that. That's a. Oh, hello, got hit by a falling book. Okay. Worse things to be hit by, I suppose. Human skulls, probably not that useful. You have got a Jap Mala. I have no idea what they are, but I probably want it more than I want, say, a flint axe. But I also think I would quite like, sorry sir, I would quite like that. So let me try and pick that up, shall we? I know I could just read these books, but I want to save those. You know, these kind of little, there you go, that's all we wanted. Right. And then, oh, I better pop out like this. Casual grave robbing. Let's go for a selfie shot, shall we? Don't know why I'm holding dirt. Actually, let's try holding that. I don't know whether that worked or not, but it doesn't matter, because this is now on the ruins complete list, like that. Now what it means is I can turn those off. I probably won't, but if I ever want to see, you know, what's going on around me. Now let's just have a look at the map, see if there's any other excitement to be had up in this direction. I really don't think there is. Maybe a sounding to the north with the pro pick if we can find a convenient place, and then we'll kind of head back. I think that's probably a sensible idea. I think they're carrots, aren't they? Yes. Oh, I saw something out the corner of my eye. You know when you see that movement and you go, oh, is that death? Oh, hang on. Yeah, we'll get rid of you. I'm actually more interested in the seeds, to be honest, but found a new knife, which was nice. Dry grass we can pick up anywhere. So maybe where are we? Maybe a prospecting sounding around here. Let's have a look. Right, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And minuscule amounts of cpaciy. We are not getting any closer to iron, are we? So what I can do is I can either walk straight back down there and gain no intelligence about the terrain I am in whatsoever, or I can walk around the lake here. Not too worried about where that river goes, but if we walk around the lake I can do some soundings. So we can, for example, do a sounding there. And I can head towards that beacon, which is 200 meters away. One of the reasons, so I think that's what we're going to do. I'm going to walk around the lake. I will come back if anything interesting crops up, if I find any ruins in a hole, or, you know, if I get attacked by a mob of savage midgets. Actually, no, that's not possible, but you know what I mean. I just don't want to say, I don't want to say the word that is possible, because I'm just tempting fate if I do. But I probably need to put down my tent as well, so I can empty my inventory a little. Because I'm passing a lot of forage here, and I'll probably not come this way again. So, yeah, but we'll head over to that sounding area. I'll keep repeating that as we walk around the edge. And I will see you in a short while. Alright, so just to make a point here, this is a danger of looking at shapes on maps and thinking that's a ruin. That stood out to me. It was a different stone type, it was an odd shape, quite large. I thought that could be a ruin, so I diverted up this way. I did get a magnetite reading there, so I'm going to take a reading up here, and then I might come around this way as well. So I divert. Oh, hello. That's a saw blade, death trap, of course, but it does not matter. That is absolute. Once we've got a iron pick, that is meteoric iron heaven. So that is absolutely brilliant. We are not going there. See, then that could be a ruin. It just looks odd. It doesn't look right. But when you get here, well, that's a different thing entirely. So I'm just looking at my X skills. My combat is 84.25, and I keep fighting any of these smaller things. Now that rock crawler takes a little bit more killing than the other ones. I think it's about 3 or 4 spears, but oh dear. So I got 0.5 of a combat experience for that, which seems very low. But anyway, while we're down here, we'll take a reading. I'm playing it safe on the digging down because, you know, falling to your death will often offend. So we're coming down, and then we're coming down in twos, basically, usual Minecraft style. And Let's see if our magnetite reading gets worse or better up here. A couple of hundred blocks, or 100 or so blocks north of that last one, so 1.2. Now let's have a look. That's magnetite 1.2, so, and that was magnetite 1.38. So I would say we're moving. I think we probably want to head this way a little bit. The reason I didn't go to the beacon that I had was very simple. There was a boiler there. You know, the big rust boss. Pardon me. So yeah, that was to me a very good reason. So we are going to head, I think. I thought that was a caravan then, but it's not, is it? We're going to head, I think, to about here maybe. I'll whack it on as a beacon. I've got 2 temp beacons now. I've got one over there as well, but that's fine. These beacons are really handy. If you don't use Campaign Cartographer, I can heartily recommend it. It has a lot of features. I may actually do a mod spotlight on some of. I'm thinking about doing mod spotlights on some vintage story mods anyway, because you know one of the things I did was vintage story. Well, Minecraft mod spotlights, and vintage story mods are, there's a nice little thing down there. We'll go down and have a look at that, shall we? Yeah, why not? I don't think it'll have anything with it. I think it is just a curio. I mean, they're nice things to have, and I might actually take it with me because, you know, they make an interesting build palette because they're already done with the glow, so, but we can check it out. Now, I'm fairly certain that there's nothing under these, but I'm not so certain. There's a skelly bob and some broken tools. See, there's something, just not much use. There you go. Anyway, yeah. So I've been thinking about doing this for a while, and I mean one of the advantages, especially doing things like Napster and Respawn Beacon, Campaign Cartographer. All of those is I actually play on a server with Apache, so I can pick his mind, pick his brain, perhaps even, you know, include him in a spotlight on some of his mods. You know, similarly, chisel tools. You know, I play on a server with cpaciy, which is really handy when you find bugs, because you can just ask him. But now cpaciyy's chisel tools doesn't have bugs, how dare you. So let's actually take a reading here. So that's something I'm kind of considering doing. Just haven't really figured out the format yet. I mean, one format would be very simply like my old mod spotlights, where I'll prepare a set, run through the mod, and you know, Bob is a relative of your choice. Hi oh hello. I think we need to possibly go down here. This probably needs a bit more of a waypoint marker. Let me change that. Let me call you to magnetite. Hi. I'm going to give you a nice bright yellow. We are going to put you on ores, and we are going to bang that in. That is staying marked as a beacon. We're coming back up here. I'm very tempted to try that, but excuse me. Oh dear, the whether I'm getting allergies or what. I don't normally suffer with allergies, but that doesn't mean you can't start suffering with them. We'll continue on down this way. So from here we might as well come down here. We can even take a sounding. We could probably take a sounding here. Yeah, we'll just head down. I'm going to carry on, and because we might find that the reading improves even more. It has been known to happen. Yeah, I'll see you in a moment. Just found a new trader who is here. I appear to have 2 markers on for him, so let's delete that one. You go on the traders list, but we'll put you in as green. I don't know why you can't even in as black. Anyway, we are going to trade with this guy because he has strips. I mean, it's only 2, but it'll save me faffing around. Those are 5 gears. I've only got 3 gears on me because I don't think I've got anything. Owl treasure chest. I might be able to do one of them actually. Let's just go and have a look. Aged owl treasure chest. Will that work, or does he just want an owl treasure chest? No, he doesn't want that. Okay. Picky, that's his problem. Picky. That is an owl treasure chest. Hang on then. Let's play this sensible. Aged owl treasure chest. I'm not fussy. We'll sell you my owl treasure chest, and you can. Buy. Now I've got 13 gears. You've still got 1 more of those, and I've got 11 gears left, which means what? I can buy 4 for 3, which is 1, or I can buy 2 for 5, which is 1 gear cheaper. I've got 1 gear. Have you got anything I can buy for 1 gear saves me carrying it? I bet you haven't. No. But that's fine. We have come away from the up on this one. This is an improvement on where we started, because we have got some of that. We've got nails, which means that when I get back I can actually put some decent chests out here, rather than you know what we got. Let me just dump off these as well, and then we're going to carry on. I'm just heading towards that waypoint. We're going to take a sounding anyway. I did take a sounding back here. The magnetite got worse, so I would suspect that it's either better up this way or maybe over that way, but we know we need to head up this way anyway, so we're kind of learning as we go here about our world and what makes it tick. Hang on, I just think I need to turn off traders, I think. Because for some reason now he's got multiple versions of them. I don't want them to be popping up every time. Let me just try now. Oh, something is doing that. I need to find out what. Okay, that's fine. We'll sort that out. Ooh, Piggy. Do I want? Yes, because Piggy is being bad-tempered. Okay, here comes its mate. Well, come on then. Now straight lines, please. That did not work out the way you anticipated, I feel. But you know what it did do? it worked out the way I went to. Ooh, look, leather. That's why. Sorry, baby. That's a fair amount of meat as well. That's good. And 4 medium hides. Well, while I'm in piggy hunting mode, I'll have a few more. And yeah, well, I'll see you in a short while. Home sweet home. I've been killing every rock creature in the thing. My combat skill is up to 88.89.25. It's going to take a long time to escalate that just by fighting. I suppose it shouldn't be easy. That's kind of a good takeaway from any mod. Is we shouldn't. Some of these mods are just too easy, and they take away any kind of sense of challenge. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 1. There. Lovely. So, we're back. We have got magnetite, so we are going to relocate our tower to the thing. I also want 5 more logs, because that needs to be wheat tannin. No, that needs to be strong tannin. Let's get that right. We also need to come around here. I've got 6 medium hides. I killed quite a few piggies. These, I've got 2.1 of those. We can stick the 6 in there and seal them. That's all good. And then we've got a whole load of bits and pieces I need to store. Let me read my thing. So what we got the survival skill. We've got forestry, 25 experience. We've got combat, 25. That's come in handy. We've got another 25 in combat. Probably not enough to get us up there. And another 5 in survival, which I didn't put into my hand. Now I did, while I was out, bump into a miasma, and he dropped me this miasma wart shedding. These things are awful. They're not particularly aggressive, but they spawn flies which attack you. And I'm not sure why I would want this. I am genuinely not. But I'm going to get rid of. I'm going to keep the human skull. We'll keep that as well. The human skull can go in there for now. Maybe go somewhere else. Let's not put it in with the food. That's probably a bit unsanitary, isn't it? A bit of fat goes in there. We've got seeds. So again, I've got another sorting to do. I probably need to go and chop down some trees. I need to check how long I've been recording, and I really would like to just quickly run over to that ruin over there. So let me just check how long I've been recording, and I'll be back in a second. Alright, yeah, we've been going about 45 minutes. This was a really tiny ruin area. I didn't expect a lot here, and it hasn't disappointed. Bit of clay. I'm going to assume that is part of the terrain. It is. So we've got perhaps something going on around here. The interesting thing I'm finding with having X skills installed is X skills makes it worthwhile digging again, because the vanilla loot is generally, if we're brutally honest, a bit on the poor side. Although I'll be honest, I didn't find anything there. A little bit more up here. I am conscious of growling friendos. This is kind of suggestive of more going on, isn't it? There you go. That means I think what you normally find is there's normally a vessel somewhere as well. This, don't think there's anything usually down there, well, apart from, oh, actually there is on this one. Okay. Some firewood and okay, yeah, not the most useful of finds, but you know what? It's something I didn't have, and now I have got. I am going to leave this place because I'm not good in the woods. There's too many things that want to go. No. Oh. Throw my spear, that was not the intention. Where did you go? There, get you lined up properly. So I think I need to sort myself out a little bit. We're going to take all of our stuff with us, and I want to keep working on my combat skill. I didn't see what he was. He's either a walker or a corrupt black. Just a walker, isn't he? A rot walker. Still there, sir? Yes, there you are. Hello? I don't even bother butchering these now because they never drop anything. Or what they do drop I don't want. So anyway, I need to get myself set up. We are going to, I think, what we're going to do is we're going to come up to the big old beacon town. We'll probably try and set myself, I may even, oh man, this is actually now, it's an entire decision, isn't it? Because I was going to go down this way and explore this river. Where that river goes down here, and this river goes up here. I'm wondering how I need to turn you into complete and make you red. Lovely. I'm wondering if it would be more sense to sail around, because then I can get up here, pick up my boat, come into that river, continue up this way, get myself into this pond here, which gets me close to that ruin as well. Remember, I need iron for that. And I think I have some fire clay. So if we set up a forward operating base around here and actually go FOB, proper FOB on this, rather than just, you know, set up temporary, we'll find a place around up here that's convenient for this, and then we can basically try and find the iron. I think that's my plan. I think that's what we're going to try and do. I'm not entirely sure how successful we will be, but you never know until you try, do you? That's the one of the good old things about this stuff. You never know until you try. I think I'm full, aren't I? I am full. Unless I've got any of these seeds that I can, or any of this stuff that I can pick up. I can. Okay, all good. Not any gears. So let me, between episodes, I'm going to sort my inventory out. We'll continue with the leather prep, because the sooner the leather's done, the sooner I can make more proper backpacks. And next episode we are going to travel to a place for our next forward operating base, and I think that is going to be that. I also really do need to get that lot sifted at some point, don't I? But yeah, things to do tomorrow. It's always tomorrow. Yeah, until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys. I will see you soon. Bye for now.